This morning, community members in Stockbridge still have questions after showing up at City Hall expecting answers about Mayor Jayden Williams. The City Council canceled the hearing to reveal the results of its investigation, leaving the mayor's political future in limbo. CBS News Atlanta's Daniel Wilkerson was there, and he questioned the mayor, his attorney, and city leaders about what happens next.
That hearing over the weekend here at Stockbridge City Hall may have been rescheduled, but true to form as it relates to this case, a lot transpired.
The public was supposed to hear the results of the Stockbridge City Council's investigation into Mayor Jayden Williams, including his use of a city purchasing card and allegations of sexual misconduct. But instead, the council went into executive session Saturday and emerged with 2 new meeting dates instead of answers. At the center of the delay, a dispute over whether one council member should be allowed to take part in the process.
I just want to say one thing, if you don't mind.
That council person is LaKeisha Gantt.
What's prompting this recusal is the simple fact that I have a council member who is to act as a jury on my investigation determination, who has blatantly already made her decision.
The mayor's attorney questioned the fairness of the investigation and suggested his client's age and success have made him a target.
But I don't think she respects it. I think coming into the role, I think she was hell-bent on trying to put him in place, to let her know that, hey, I've been here for 13 years, and so you're going to do what we tell you to do and nothing else. I think there was some envy because he is the youngest in the state of Georgia.
Councilwoman Gantt pushed back, denying that her position is personal.
If we just ignored it, and whether it's true or not, we could be liable. And so we're doing what we have to do because we have that job. I do not have any type of contention with the mayor. Just last week, the mayor and I were sitting down side by side. I sit next to him, and we were joking.
City Attorney Quentin Washington also insisted the council has not reached any conclusion.
No decision has been predetermined, because if they had predetermined a decision, they could have done it today.
Beyond the recusal fight, we asked Williams about the spending allegations and whether the city properly trained him on what could and could not be charged to his purchasing card.
You know, if somebody gives you a document and say sign it, if that's what you call a training in 2026, I don't know what is, but I told the same thing to some of the staff. If you give an onboarding video or packet or presentation to an employee, you should do the same for a newly elected official who has no experience in an elected capacity and is coming in and trying to do the job.
Washington said whether Williams received adequate training is still one of the facts under review.
To say that there's a decision about he was or was not trained, those are a set of facts which have not been decided yet.
He's 22. How much does the kid know?
Former Stockbridge Mayor Lee Stewart believes the process has been unfair to Williams from the start.
That's not trying to work with the guy at all. That's trying to set him up for failure.
And that was our Daniel Wilkerson reporting. A Stockbridge police investigation found no evidence of criminal activity involving Mayor Williams and an 18-year-old high school student. The findings are detailed in a 6-page Stockbridge Police Department report obtained by CBS News Atlanta. The court is now expected to hold a virtual recusal hearing next Monday, August 31st, to determine whether Gantt can participate in or review materials connected to the case. We've posted the latest details to our free CBS News app.